Welcome to the world of Atios. After thousands of years, the starless nights have returned. Wherever their darkness falls, landscapes are twisted beyond recognition. The entire cities are swallowed without a trace. Only the light of Kinfire can protect from the starless nights. And only the town of Dinlux is known to still possess a Kinfire lighthouse. From its city gates, members of the Seekers Guild venture out wielding their Kinfire lanterns, allowing them to journey outside the protected area without fear. Your mission. Guildmaster Lyra, the head of the Seekers Guild, addresses you before sending you on your mission. Since the Starless Nights have returned, other myths of old have re-emerged as well. One of those legends is the Wells of Atios. The wells are places where normal rules don't apply, with reality itself warped by each Wells Master into a reflection of itself. Our mages have discovered that the Wells of Legend are real and that they are steadily growing in power. If we don't regularly disperse their energies with the help of Kinfire lanterns, the Masters will be unleashed upon the world to do as they please. Today, I'm sending you to the well known as Callous's lab. Be very careful, as one of our best seeker squads, the Bronze Needles, disappeared when investigating the area. All we know for sure is that the area around the well has begun to die. Seek out victory and return safely. What is going on, everybody? My name is Jay, this is Unplayable, and today I'm going to be bringing you a playthrough, solo playthrough, and kind of how to play of Kinfire Delve. Now I'm going to be playing the Kinfire Delve Callous's lab. I've actually already recorded the gameplay, and I accidentally completely deleted the face cam, what I'm doing right here, with the intro and my face cam for the gameplay. So the gameplay is gonna be just the top down. You'll still be able to hear me, see everything I'm doing. You just won't get to see my beautiful, lovely face. Trust me, I know, my heart sank when I realized I accidentally deleted it all. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing through this, let you guys see what a run through of this looks like. I'm gonna play the whole thing, and then I'm gonna tell you in a separate video my opinions and if I think this game is for you. So have fun, hope you enjoy watching, and I'll see you guys down at the table. Now this was given to me as a review copy, just to put that out there. So in this game, you are playing as a delver who is trying to get to the bottom of a well to fight the boss. Now, the well is represented by this deck here, and as you delve through the deck, you're gonna be putting cards into the delve discard pile. And if you get to the bottom, then you will replace everything here, flip the boss over, and fight the boss. If you die or lose the game before that, then you don't do any of that. But the objective, and hopefully what will happen, is I will get to the bottom of the well and fight the boss. And then once you beat the boss, you win the game. There are numerous other ways to lose the game, but you have 10 HP. If you ever hit 0, you will lose the game. There are cards out here that will come out here into the kind of area here where you're going to be fighting and doing different challenges as you go through the well. Some of those can cause you to lose the game, but that's pretty much the general premise of how to win or how to lose the game. I do have a special ability, and I have my own deck. And as a solo player, you draw 8 cards from your deck, and you go from there. This is your lantern. It has a special ability that when you flip it, you can use it for challenges and use its ability, and it flips back over. The way you flip it and it becomes available is through a card in your deck. If you start running out of cards, then you will have to take an exhaustion turn where you take a break, basically. You draw back up, but then you have to flip one of these exhaustion cards that are always bad. Something bad always happens. In this scenario, playing against Callous, we start the game with 10 progress counters on the boss, the seeking a cure side. And if 10 of these progress counters get removed and there's 0, we lose the game. Before we get to the bottom of the well, we lose the game. So that is another way that you can, through the cards that exist in the game, can cause you to lose. There are also cards that will come out and it will be a challenge that if you're able to succeed, then you just immediately win the game, but they're gonna be really hard. I think the system is incredibly neat, and the way they can manipulate these cards to make it feel completely different. If you're a fan of Marvel Champions, then this is it kind of feels like that. I think at 2 players, which is what the box handles, 1 to 2 players, it plays exceedingly well. Solo is not bad either. The only difference is when you're playing with 2 players or more, when you go to attempt a challenge, other players can boost you, and you can't boost yourself. In a solo game, you're able to boost yourself. So that's the only difference. So let's just go ahead and get started, and I'll walk you through how turn goes. So essentially, you are going to want to attempt these challenges, fight these monsters to try and gain the rewards that exist. So the reward for this one is to delve 4 cards from the well deck. 4 cards, 5 cards, 2 cards. And then they have penalties. This one and this one have 0 penalties. You don't take anything for not succeeding on the first try. Both of these you will take a damage. And then all of these have abilities. So this one is, if completed, set this challenge aside. Once this challenge is completed, all non-combat challenges interplay with 2 progress on them. Progress, what does that matter for? So when you attempt these challenges, you have to use a card of the color. So this one is dark blue, this one is like a teal, this one's red. So if I wanted to attempt this dark blue challenge, I could, for example, use this 3 that is dark blue, and then I would roll the dice. I would get 1 extra because I rolled 1 dark blue. So I would succeed, or not succeed, I would attempt it for 4. I would put 4 progress counters out of the 14. Since I didn't succeed it on the challenge, I would take the negative, but there is no negative for this. So I can attempt this one as many times as I want without really taking a negative. The only downside is you're going through cards in your hand, and then you'll eventually have to draw back up and get an exhaustion. So the longer you take on a challenge like this, which needs 14, the worse it is for you, or the more exhausted you get. But this one is a good one to get really early, because as cards start coming out, you'll start with progress on them, especially as a solo player. This one is the triplets. It's a combat. Every other copy of the triplets gets +7 difficulty. So you don't want to have a bunch of these out at the same time. This one is, when you attempt this challenge, you must first discard a card from your hand. That one really sucks. And this one is, if completed, draw 1 card for every excess progress on this challenge. That one is really nice. So we're gonna hold on to that one for now, since it's not really a negative for us and could potentially bring us a lot of cards later in the game. My ability is, each time I boost with my special symbol on my card, you can see here, I get the seeker that I boosted gets to draw a card. So in my case, I'll make myself draw a card when I boost with those cards, which is pretty cool for a solo mission. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get this Callous' Cipher puzzle challenge completed. So I think we are going to use this 2. Yeah, we're gonna use this Leech Charm. It's got a base of 2. It has a special ability that at the start of my turn, I can discard it, add 1 progress to a challenge of my choice for each of my symbols in my discard pile. This isn't going to be very good early. This is going to be better later when I have a bunch of these symbols in my discard pile. So I'm going to use it to attempt the challenge. That's 2. I'm going to boost myself with this Bookworm because it gives +3 when it's a puzzle. And this is a puzzle. It normally only gives +1, but +3 is really sick. It doesn't have my symbol, so I don't get to draw a card. You can boost yourself twice, and I think I am going to do that because I get to draw a card anyway. So I'm gonna boost twice for 4 and draw a card. All right, so let's roll. So I'm at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I rolled no dark blues, but I rolled the wild. The wild counts as anything. So I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm halfway there on the cipher. So I'll set that aside. There's no negative for not succeeding it when I did it. All of these get discarded. All right, there is no upkeep phase or anything. So I don't draw a card. I just go to the next challenge. So we're gonna attempt that again. I'm going to use a 3. No, I'm gonna use a 2. I do have a +2 boost for blue, so if it's got red at the top, it can be used as a red challenge, but it can be boosted as a dark blue challenge. Hello everybody, Future Jay here. I am popping in real quick to let you guys know that I had a major brain fart during this gameplay video, and I have exactly one rules goof. Now there's a couple missed triggers, and I put up on the screen for you to see where I missed a couple triggers. There are a couple triggers I do late, but there's one major rules goof that I did that doesn't really affect too much, but I do want to address it real quick. Now I considered re-recording this entire video, the entire solo playthrough, but I decided not to, and the reason is because I think in the board game sphere of playing games, people just kind of have to accept sometimes you mess up rules. And this is a rule that I actually knew. I just totally screwed it up because I was messing with playing other characters, and this particular thing pops up with another character and specifically. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So when you play a card, you can play it for a challenge of the same color. So in this case, this card can be used to challenge a teal or red challenge. Now, if it's white, it can be used for any color challenge, and then it can be boosted for specific challenges. So if it's a white boost, which is what my character has here at the bottom, all of his are white. This character has cards that are specific colors. So this one can be boosted only for teal, but it can be used as a challenge card or an action card for a challenge for red or teal. This one, even further, is it can only be used for a action card on a dark blue challenge, but it can be boosted on only a dark blue or red challenge. And then you have like the normal one here, where it's teal or red challenge. This can be used as an action card or boosted for anything. So I screwed that up in my game. I explained that, for example, this card, it can be used for a teal challenge action card or boosted for a red challenge. That's not how it works. I messed it up, but it doesn't affect the game too much, at least my playthrough. And I think it's okay. You still get a gist for how the game plays. So I'm gonna leave it in there, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video. So I'm gonna attempt as a dark blue with this one, which is 2. Boost with a dark blue, which is 2, and because it has my symbol, I get to draw a card. So I'm going to be doing 4. I need to roll 3 on this. I rolled 1, so I'm going to get a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're at 12 right now. Only need 2 more. Okay. So I'm gonna have to attempt it again. This one is an automatic hit, basically. Let me see how many of my symbol I have in my discard. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of want to save this then. So I'm gonna use Ingenious. After this action, choose a card from your hand and place it on the top of your deck. Do I want to do that? I don't think I actually want to do that. Okay, so you can attempt challenges without committing a card to it. So I'm gonna attempt this challenge and see if I can roll 2 dark blues. I did, so that's exactly 14. I succeed this because it gets the 2 progress that I needed. And then it will be set out here because I permanently have that. I succeeded, so I take 4 cards off of the well deck, put them into the well discard pile, and then I will refresh this. And this says, when this challenge enters play, remove a progress from Callous. So we're going to have to remove 1 of the 10. We're that much closer to failing. It is a combat card, so I don't get to start with 2 progress on it. And now we continue. I think the triplets are really bad for us. So unfortunately though, we don't have a way to, I guess I can boost it a decent amount. So we're gonna do Ingenious, and it says after this action, choose a card from your hand if you have any left and place it on top of your deck, which I will. I'm going to boost it with teal, and it has my symbol, so I get to draw a card. Do I want to use that one? No. All right, so I'm at a total of 4. If I can roll 3, then I succeed. Otherwise, I take a damage. I did not. I rolled 1, so I have 3, 4, 5 out of the 7, and now I had to take a damage. So we're down to 9 damage, or 9 health left. These get discarded, and I go again. I can risk not committing a card here, and I have to if I want to attempt that challenge again, because I don't have a teal card in my hand. So I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit here. Let's see if I can do it without committing any cards. I did not, so I take 1 damage and put 1 on there. Now I for sure can do it here, right? I for sure can do it. I'm not gonna take another damage. I got it. So this goes here. We're at 7. I succeeded. This will go into the accomplished challenges pile. Set it over here to the side, and I delve 4 for that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip this out. It is a puzzle, so it's going to come out with 2. It says all other challenges gain -1 difficulty. If you fail any other challenge, fail it 1 extra time. That's not fun. But in the case of this one, I don't take a penalty. So theoretically, I can do this without triggering it twice. This one's really bad, but I also really want to remove the combat one because it gives us, I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess I can remove either one of these. Both of these are gonna deal me damage. This one says other, so if I attempt it and fail, then I only take 1, whereas if I attempt this and fail, I take 2. This one's gonna cause me to discard cards. So let's just go for the resonant stone. Now there is flavor text on all this stuff, which is really good. I'm not gonna read it for the sake of keeping this video from being forever long. But for example, how many ants would you crush to stay alive? Is what this dude says. And he kind of looks like an ant, so I think he's doing, I guess I could have read the actual story, but I'm not gonna read it now because it's too late. Maybe I'll go through and edit it into the beginning. All right, let's go for the resonant stone. This has no, that's fine. This has no ability. It's just a solid 3. I can commit a +1. I'm not going to. Oh man, that really, if I commit +1, it'll put me at 4 and then I have to roll 2. All right, I'm doing it. Because then I don't want to have to take a damage here. Give us the best odds. Beautiful. I rolled 2 reds, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, which is exactly what I need to complete this challenge. That was nice. That was actually really nice there. So I delve 3. 1, 2, 3. This goes to the completed challenges. We flip a new one out. It is a combat, so it doesn't start with 2 on it. And it says each time another challenge is discarded, I suffer 2 damage. Now, discarded is not completed. It's when you discard a challenge. There are cards in decks that will let you discard challenges to get them out of the way. And then there are some from the well deck that will cause you to discard challenges. So this guy can be a real pain in the butt later on if we get some of these challenge cards out here that cause us to discard challenges. I also forgot to do this ability, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna put 1 right there. All right, so that leaves me with 1 card left. Actually, I'm gonna put this one there. And the only card I have left is a dark blue, which is none of the challenges out here. So I'm gonna have to draw up and take an exhaustion. So I have to discard my hand, reveal the top card of the exhaustion deck. It says, drained. You look terrible this morning, Valora. Remove 1 progress from Callous, 5 if you've reached the bottom of the well. Then shuffle this card back into the exhaustion deck. So I have to remove one of these. This gets shuffled back in there, and then I draw back up to 8. Now, if you're playing 2 players, you drop to 7. Each player is gonna have 7 cards. But because I'm playing solo, I get 8. There it is. And this deck is going to shuffle back up and form a new deck. Now, what do we want to do? This one lets you delve a lot. Delving 5 is pretty good. So I'm gonna try that. Well, I don't have a lot of options for it. Why don't we try this one? We're gonna shoot for 4. It says -2. Now this is a white card. I can use it for any color. It has 4, but it says -2 if attempting combat. This is not combat. And then I am going to boost this with this one. So it's going to be a total of 6, and it lets me draw a card because of my ability. So I only need 3 symbols. I got a pretty good chance of, oh, and I have to discard a card before I do it. So let's discard this one. Let's roll. Only 1 red, unfortunately. So I get to put 4, 5, 6 out of the 9 plus 1, 7. That's fine because I don't have to discard anything. Yeah, this is good. There's no penalty to it. No penalty at all. So that means I'm actually going to attempt this without adding anything. Hold on, let's see. I have 2 there. All right, well, no, it's red, so I have to commit one of these. That's a bummer. We can do this one. Generous. It's a 2, so I'm gonna automatically succeed it. It says, after this action, discard any number of cards and choose a seeker. That seeker draws as many cards as I discarded. So I'm gonna attempt for 2, roll. I got 2 more. I could have did it without, oh no, I couldn't have. Cause yeah, I could have did it without committing. It's fine. I succeeded. Goes to the completed challenge. I get to delve 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reveal new one. It's a trap, so it starts with 2 on it. And it says, when this challenge enters play, move 1 progress token from every other card to it. I guess that includes this one. So he's gonna steal one of these. Okay. So that's that. And then I can discard any number of cards and draw that many. So this one needs that many. There's really no benefit or downside to it. It's just sitting there. So I might just leave that one out for a little bit because I don't really care about it existing. So let's go for, I feel like this one is gonna be a real pain in the butt at some point. So let's go for the failed experiment. Oh, I don't have any of that color. I discarded the one that I have of that color. Okay. So we're going for this. We're gonna play the fireball, because why not? 5, after this action, I suffer a damage and shuffle the card back into my deck. So I just need to hit a 2 here. Do I want to commit anything? No, I'm not committing anything. Please just roll 2 for me. Roll 2. I only got 1, no. So it's gonna put 6 here. Maybe I should have committed. The only one I could have committed was this. I could have drew a card, but I really want this one because this card is super strong. So 6, I take a damage. I take 2 damage, so that puts me down to 6. And that's a bummer, but that's all that happens. So now I'm gonna attempt it without using a card. I got 1, so I'm good to go. I don't lose a card, I don't take a damage. This dude is completed, goes to completed, and I delve for 3. 1, 2, 3. We're about halfway down the well. Getting close. All right, so this dude is the same as the other one. He's gonna take 1 from each. He takes 1 from there, takes 1 from there. I don't have anything too bad out here at the moment. I am down to 6, which could make me lose the game, but we'll see. The one bad thing is I don't have any of this color. So we're gonna have to attempt one of these. And there's no downside right now that is out that causes me to do anything if I don't succeed without rolling. So I'm just gonna roll. I get 1 on it. And 2. So that completes it. I don't delve or anything. It just goes to the completed pile. And we flip another one. It's a combat, so I don't get to add the 2 from the puzzle or from the cipher. And now I'm gonna try to do this, dudes. When this challenge enters play, remove 1 progress token from Callous. So we're down to 5. All right, let's start swinging at this dude. We're gonna use this well-timed blow. How many do I have in here? Oh, I only have freaking 2 in there. I'm not using that right now. We're gonna go with the bookworm. It's a 3, and then I'll boost it 1. That means I need to roll freaking 2 or 3 on this. Come on, 3 dark blues in the wild. Oh, so close. So I got 2 dark blues, which is 3, 4, 5, 6. I am gonna unfortunately take a damage. Go down to 5. These get discarded. I don't get to draw because neither of them have the special thing on it. And it goes to the next round, next turn. I'm gonna attempt it without committing. I got 2, let's go. So it is defeated. I delve 3. This goes to completed. Reveal new one. It is a puzzle, so I get to put 2 on it. And all other challenges gain -1 difficulty. If you fail another challenge, fail it 1 extra time. I'm just going to attempt that dude. So we're gonna attempt 2, and it gets +2 for each one of these in my discard pile. Sweet. So I have 3 total in my discard pile, so that's gonna be a total of 8. So I don't even really need to roll. I crushed it. Crushed it, crushed it, crushed it. I got 8 plus 3, so it's done. I delve 3. 1, 2, 3. This goes to the completed pile. Flip a new one out, and this gets discarded. I got a whole lot of those darn teals, and I don't have a single teal in my hand, so I'm gonna have to do the exhaustion. Discard everything in my hand, reveal this. Exhausted, Callous grows angry. Each time you suffer 1 or more damage, suffer 1 extra. That's a bummer, and that stays out there. So I'm at 5, taking double damage. Not double, but close. Draw 8. Exactly 8 left in my deck. Shuffle this up. And this says, when this challenge enters play, remove 1 progress. I forgot to do that. So I'm down to 4 progress on Callous. And Callous grows angry. All right, let's see what we can do. Do we have some teals? I have 0 teals in hand. Holy cow. So I'm gonna have to use this on one of them. Or I just try to attempt this. Yeah, let's just do the hungry chest, spend time doing that. I don't have to commit anything to it because if I don't succeed it, nothing bad happens. 1, 2. So I put 2 on it. Roll again. 1, 2, 3. We got it. Goes to the completed section, and we're gonna reveal a new one. They're all teal. If you gain any exhaustion, lose the game? Oh my gosh. If you gain any exhaustion, lose the game. All right, it gets to have 2 on it already. So that's a blessing in disguise. All right, so we have to attempt at 3. If this action, after this action, I have to choose, put a card on the top of my deck. Let's do +2 here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just need to roll 1, but I get to draw a card. One teal or the wild. One teal and a wild. So I succeeded. This goes away. I get to delve 4. And I don't take the penalty of discarding card. This goes to completed section. That's delve 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to trigger the Ingenious, so I had to put a card on the top of my deck. Put this one there. These go discarded. And we reveal a new one from the top. It says, progress cannot be added to any non-guardian challenge. And this is a combat guardian. I don't get to do the cipher. So I literally can't add any progress to these. I have to do this one. He's gonna damage me. If I take a damage, then I take 2, or I take an extra, but I do get to delve 5, which is a good chunk of what's left in the well. So maybe we're gonna get there. All right, so let's use the hammer and tongs. So this is, if you fail challenge, ignore its penalty. That's really nice for us right now. Real nice. And I'm going to go ahead and use this bonus because it lets me draw a card. And now I'm at 4. And if I don't roll all 4, that's okay because I'm not gonna take a damage. And not gonna take the extra damage. So I rolled a nothing. So I have exactly 4. Goes there. Ignore the penalty because of my sick hammer and tongs card. So I'm not taking anything. We're gonna attempt that one again. Loyal and true. And it says, after this action, unless your hand is empty, you may return this card to your hand. So we're at 2. We're gonna go ahead and boost it for 1. Let me draw a card. So I just need to roll 1. I rolled 1. Thank you, Lord. So I succeeded. No damage is done. I get to delve 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only a few cards left. This goes to the completed section and flip a new one out. I have 3 cards left in the well, 4 cards left in the well deck. It's an obstacle, so it comes with 2 progress on it immediately. If I succeed, I heal 3. If I fail on it at all, I take an exhaustion, which is brutal. Healing 3 is really strong though. So I kind of want to do that one. This card is supposed to return to my hand. That's pretty sweet. Let's attempt it. 3, 4, 5. So I only need 2. I'm gonna go ahead and boost this guy with 2 because it also lets me draw a card. So let's roll. I didn't roll any dark blues, but we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we succeeded anyway. These get discarded. No penalty. I heal 3, takes me back up to 8. This gets completed, reveal a new one. If failed, remove 1 progress from Callous, plus 1 extra progress for each husk in play. If completed, delve 3 and add 2 progress to Callous. I keep saying Callous. Callous. So this is obstacle, so it starts with 2 on it. If completed, delve 3, which is exactly what's left. I kind of want to just take that dude out. But I don't have any extra boosts and I don't want to remove progress, so dude, these freaking teals are killing me. Absolutely killing me. I think that's the one I'd attempt because I don't take damage from it. So let's do generous. After this, discard any cards and choose a seeker. That seeker draws that many cards, so let's do this. I rolled 3, or I rolled 2. So 2, 3, 4. We're gonna add 4 to it. And it says, if failed, remove 1 progress from Callous, plus 1 extra progress for each husk in play. We have 1, so we're removing 2, going down to 2. That's close. That's real freaking close. I can discard any number of cards. 1, 2, 3, draw 3. And then that's it. Let's go ahead and use this. It's gonna automatically win, but after this action, I could charge my lantern, or I can -1 exhaustion by shuffling my discard pile, not including this card, back into my deck. But I don't want to minus this. I want to just flip my lantern. So 4 plus whatever, 2. I definitely succeeded. Charge my lantern. This goes away. And it says, if completed, delve 3 and add 2 progress to Callous. I don't have to do the progress because this goes here. We delve 3, which is exactly what's left. And now we go to the boss. All right, so let's remove the progress here. These get discarded. They'll go to the well deck, discard pile, set that off to the side. We have to get his gauntlet. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And then we flip over the boss. He has 30 to be able to defeat him. When you roll this symbol, you have to discard a card. He has +5 difficulty per exhaustion in play. So he's at 35 right now. This challenge cannot be discarded. If you complete this challenge, flip it over. When attempting this challenge, don't roll. If you complete or discard this challenge, flip it over. You cannot complete Callous's challenge and win the game. If you complete this challenge, discard and flip it. And because he's immortal, so you have to get rid of the immortality to be able to kill him. This challenge cannot be completed. If you discard this challenge, flip it over. All right, so I have to discard this one. This one can be discarded or flipped. This one can be discarded or flipped. This one cannot be discarded. Has to be completed. So in order to start attacking the boss, who has no color assigned to him, I have to make him weak to the 3 colors, red, teal, and blue. And in order to defeat him, I have to flip the immortality. So let's go for the big one. Let's go for the red, because I have Fireball in hand, which is a 5. After this, I take a damage. Each time I would suffer 1, I suffer 2, or 1 extra, which stinks, but can't be prevented. And I have a +2. So we're going in at 7. I just need to roll 2. I rolled a wild and the red, so I got the 2 I needed. So this is 7, 8, 9. This is gonna flip. So now he is vulnerable to red actions. So I can attempt red actions on challenges on the boss. Although I can't defeat him until later. Fireball shuffles back into my deck. I take a damage, which is instead 2 damage because of the exhaustion card that's out here. And I got to take I have to take an exhaust turn. So let's flip. At the end of each turn, either suffer 1 damage or remove 1 progress from Callous. That's perfect. I'm so stoked about that. That's insane. Actually insane. All right, let's draw. 6, 7, 8. All right, before this action, discard as many cards as you wish. +1 per thing discarded. Okay. So realistically, I'm really good with red. So if we get rid of this immortality, like, I'm just gonna start wailing on Callous and see if I can get close to 40. Do I have the card that lets me remove it? No, I don't. I need the card that lets me remove an exhaustion, which is not in my hand. All right, we're gonna use Stout, which is a 2, and it says ignore 1 damage you suffer this turn. And we're gonna plus it, which lets me draw a card. All right, we're gonna roll. I only hit 1 on the wild, so it's 3, 4. These get discarded. At the end of my turn, I can suffer a damage or remove a progress. I'm gonna suffer a damage, but I'm gonna ignore it so I don't take the extra because I'm not taking any. And then it goes to the next round. I didn't roll the bad symbol to make me discard a card. All right, we're just gonna Fireball, because why not? Why the heck not? I guess theoretically I could set up this combo. Let's see. No, I don't. I can't. I don't have the combo in hand. So I'm gonna fireball. 5. I'm not gonna bother adding to it because I don't have the boost that's gonna make it worth it. So 5. Oh my word. 6. At least I didn't roll the bad thing. So we're gonna add 6. I'm gonna take a damage and it's gonna make me take 2. So I'm gonna go down to 4. And then for this, I'm gonna remove a counter. All right. Let's go here. Trigger that. Do I want to boost it? I do. We're gonna boost it 1 because it lets me draw a card. So 3, 4, and if I fail the challenge, I ignore its penalty. 4, I didn't roll any extras, so just adding 4, and I don't have to do the discard. 2, I'll boost it. Let's redraw. We're swinging in at 3. Oops, I had 4 health. I get +2, so that's a total of 5. That's 9 exactly. Let's go. So we succeed this and flip it over. And it says after this action, unless my hand is empty, I draw, or I put this back into my hand, so I get this back. Oh, when attempting this challenge, don't roll. I screwed that up. On the first one, I didn't add anything. So this one I added 2, so I should be at 7. That means I had to discard 3 cards. Bummer. All right, let's discard 1, 2, 3. That's a bummer. All right, we're gonna attempt here. I don't have to roll, but I'm going to. 3, so I succeed. I don't have to discard anything. Oh, I had to take damage or remove a token at the end of the last turn. So let's do that. I succeed this time. So now he's vulnerable to dark blue. And then I have to remove a token again because I cannot take damage. I'll do this as my last one on the boss, which is I don't roll, I get +1 for every bonus icon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of them in my discard pile. So I will add 5 and I don't have to roll. So I don't have to worry about triggering that nasty discard. Not that I have any cards in my hand. At the end, I will remove one of these. I have to do an exhaust turn. If you've reached the bottom of the well, suffer 2 damage, then shuffle this card back into the exhaust deck. So I have to take 3 total. That puts me to 1. And this gets shuffled back in. Oh my word, this is brutal. This is brutal, guys. All right, that's gonna go there. Draw 8. I don't know if I'm gonna get this. I'm really far away. I have 1 health left. All right, what do we want to do here? I have to discard that for that to start triggering. I don't really care about that. I think I just start trying to hit him. Do I have the one that lets me remove an exhaustion? I do. All right, let's use this. We're gonna go for that one. Cost 4, or I'm going for 4. If I fail, I have to exhaust twice. Oh, I can't actually do that. I have to discard that one. All right, so this one has to be discarded. And the only way I can discard that, I have this card that says if you fail combat, discard it without suffering its penalty. But I can't use it on that. All right, so we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna start going for this dude. I'm gonna, oh, but then I can't actually use this. I guess I can use it on this. So we're gonna attempt this here. But if I fail, I take a damage. This is not good. I don't think there's a way for me to win this now. I guess let's just start trying to whittle this dude down. Why not? Let's do this one. He's actually a trap. It's a mental landscape. So I don't get the -2. Let's roll. I rolled, I guess I had to choose which one I was doing. So I'll say I was doing, it doesn't really, I guess it does matter. I say I was doing blue. It gives me 3 extra, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I have to remove 1 at the end of my turn for this. All right, let's do Bookworm, and I'm gonna boost it with a +3 because he's a trap. So we're looking at 6. 7, 8. So we get to add 8. That's not bad, and I didn't roll the bad thing. How close are we? 21 plus 4 is 25 out of the 40 that I need to do. Okay. I have to remove 1. I'm gonna use my lantern. That's 5. Before the action, discard any number of cards I wish, and it gets +1 per of my icon in the discard pile. So we're gonna go discard, discard. So that's 7, 8, 9. So I just need to roll 1, and I get to draw a card still. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on. No! I didn't roll 1. So I take a damage. I'm dead. There's no 0. There's a 10. There's no 0 on it. I'm dead. That was so close. I literally, so like, if I roll the 1 there, this flips back over. This is, he's damageable now. Or not damageable, he's a killable now. I have him at like 25. I could theoretically do this. I guess, yeah, I don't know, that's tough. Because this lets me remove an exhaustion, so I remove the one that makes me take damage, maybe? Yeah, I would remove the one that makes me take damage or remove a progress at the end. He would go down 5, so he'd be at 35, and I'd only have to do 10 more. That was actually really close. That was actually really close. I started really crunching numbers there at the end, and it started becoming possible if I didn't whiff right there. So that's a major bummer, but that was fun. I like this game. This game is sick. So that's the solo experience. This guy's really good solo, I think, because you can boost yourself and it gives you the card back, so you don't get exhausted as often. So yeah, that was fun. There is ways to play a sped up version. I almost did that for this video, but I decided not to. Basically, you start with a certain amount of cards already in the well discard pile, like essentially delved, and you start with 8 HP instead of 10. That's pretty neat. I like that concept of playing like a shorter version, because it's about, this game can be about an hour long, and I wasn't playing slowly. And if there are rule goofs in this, I'm sorry, there might be rule goofs, we'll see. I'm sure they'll be pointed out if there were, but you get the general idea of how to play this game. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.